fresh out of the oven. You can still see the little sizzling happening there. We are making a plantain casserole. Stick around, you're gonna want to check this one out. I guess you can't do a plantain casserole without plantains. I've got 4 large plantain, ripe plantain, not overly ripe but still ripe. We've got some cold butter, onion, parsley, olive oil, a little speck of green that you're seeing in there. That is just part of the parsley that went in there. I've got some garlic, some salted codfish that's been prepared, which means you have 2 options. You can soak it in water overnight just to rehydrate it and to remove most of the salt. In my case, I poured boiling water over it, allowed it to soak, squeezed it, rinsed it, and then I shredded it, removed all the bones. Yeah, I bought boneless or boned, but you still want to go through it to make sure there is no remaining bones in there. Shred it, well, big chunks. That's gonna fall apart. Some bell pepper, and we've got some scallion over there. If you want to put a little scotch bonnet in here, you can, and that's about it. The first thing we want to do is trim off the bottom and the sort of top, the stem edges of the plantain. We're gonna cut it in half, yeah, and then we're gonna take your paring knife, and just the thickness of the skin, you're gonna go all the way down. Again, the thickness of the skin, paring knife, boom, like that, yeah. And what we're going to do after that is put it into a pot with water, and we're going to bring it up to a boil. It's only going to take about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, you'll notice the split here will split open a bit more with the cut that we made, and that will allow us to peel it. So that is the first step in making this plantain sort of casserole. Lightly salted water, because the remnants of the salt in the salted fish that we use, and I'm using salted cod, you can use Alaskan pollock, whatever you have available, will have that element of salt in there. I'm on a low salt diet, well, a lower salt diet, not a true low salt diet. But anyway, we're going to bring this up to a boil. We're going to give it about 5 minutes, shut it off, drain it, allow it to cool. We'll peel it, slice it up. It's been on the boil for 5 minutes, so I'm just going to turn off the stove, drain it, and I'm going to allow it to cool so we can better handle them. Saucepan, turn on the stove. We want a medium-low heat. Olive oil. And it may look like quite a bit of olive oil, but this is what's going to add the sort of moisture to the entire casserole that we're doing. Fresh thyme, prepared salted cod, bell peppers, onion, garlic, and the full list of ingredients. I don't want you all stressing too much about it. The entire recipe actually in a printable format with step-by-step instructions and everything else, including some more tips. Head over to caribbeanpot.com. After you see the video, in about 12 hours later, I usually add the recipe on there. Scallion and parsley. In goes some fresh ground black pepper. Now if you wanted to add scotch bonnet in here, habanero, any sort of spicy pepper, you can. And the lighting just changed on me because one of my bulbs, my batteries just died, but small thing, all you understand what's going on here. Time to hit that to stir. Just to combine all of those flavors, and we're not cooking this for long. We just want all of those flavors to come together. The onions to soften up, the thyme and the parsley to impart some flavor, along with that garlic that's going to bring a lot of flavorful notes, and soften the sweet pepper, the bell peppers that we have. That's going to, you know, really highlight the sweetness of those peppers and the vibrancy of it all as well. And of course that salted cod that we have in there, a true tested Caribbean flavor since slavery days. Let me just say that, and we're gonna leave it right there. It's been about 4 minutes, and I'm gonna shut off the stove now because I just wanted to make sure all of those flavors come together there, yeah? I don't want to overcook it because it's going to go into the oven. Preheat your oven to 380 degrees Fahrenheit, so 380 Fahrenheit. We'll just shift our attention over here now. So they're relatively cool. We're just going to, remember that cut, that slit that we made? It's just going to peel back like so, yeah? Just like that. And all we want to do now is give that a chop, yeah? However size pieces you want to do it, you can go ahead and do it. So here we go. We've got the casserole dish. Now if you excuse me for 1 second, I'm just going to grab some of this and just loosely put it on the bottom here, yeah? Just like so. just to give some flavor on the bottom as well. Just a tiny bit more, I guess, would be, doesn't hurt anybody. Next up, we're gonna put in the chunks of pre-boiled plantain in there. And you want a nice wide dish where you will have a tiny bit of space between each piece, because that is where all that lovely flavor is going to happen. The sort of caramelization that will happen in the oven, and that's why we're putting it in the oven. Now what I'm going to do at this point is put some more of the saltfish in there. So in goes a bit more of that saltfish in between. Yeah. And I'm just going to put the rest of the plantain, the final pieces of plantain, just put them wherever they will sort of fit naturally. And do excuse me for reaching over, like so. Tuck that in. Just gotta keep cleaning my hands to keep hitting the camera, but so it goes. Pardon my hand, but we're gonna hit that final layer of that prepared stewed saltfish. I like giving it just a tiny bit more black pepper on the top. Remember, I didn't use my Scotch bonnet as I usually do, because people tend to think our food is overly spicy, but it's just the way I prepare it, because that's the way I would eat it. Yeah, I like it spicy. And the final thing, if you recall, we had that butter at the very start. Just place some of that butter directly on top, and this is chilled butter. It doesn't matter if it's chilled or not, it just makes it a lot easier for me to handle. Just sort of put it all over the top here. That's going to sort of add that richness to everything. Yeah, gosh, look at that, it's melting now. 35 minutes later in that oven, the middle rack, and this is what we got, that plantain casserole. I would allow it to cool for about 5 to 10 minutes, then you're gonna bam 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 serve it up. And remember, you're getting the sweetness, we're getting all that herbal notes, we're getting the savoriness and the saltiness from the salted cod. So yo man, this here is a wicked, I mean, let's say brunch, breakfast, dinner, any one of those it goes well with. For breakfast, listen, a couple scrambled eggs on there, or a couple easy over as I have it. Things south man anyhow. And as always, it's a pleasure having you all in the kitchen with me today. Plantain casserole, and you can be flexible and creative as much as you want with this one. Head over to caribbeanpot.com where the full printable recipe will be available shortly.